Hello everyone, welcome to Kshitij Career. So in this video we are going to see the MCQs on environment that are very helpful for the civil service preliminary examination as well as other competitive examination. Which one of the following is a pollution indicator plant? Algae, lichen, fungi or fern? And the right option is C, that is lichen. Lichens can be used as an air pollution indicator or a bioindicator, especially for the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere. So where there is sulfur dioxide in abundant amount, there will be no presence of lichen. So lichens are symbiotic association of algae and fungi. Lichens have been used in making dyes, then perfumes, and in traditional medicine also. A place where no lichen are growing is often considered as a sign that air is polluted with sulfur dioxide. So it is indicator plant for sulfur dioxide. On which of the following river deltas are mangrove forests found? Narmada, Krishna, Subarnarekha or Ganga? And the right option is option number 3 and 4, that is on Krishna river as well as Ganga river. So mangroves are salt tolerant trees also called as halophytes. So mangroves also called as halophytes because they grow in a marshy condition or where there is high concentration of salts are present, are adapted to life in harsh coastal conditions. Mangrove swamps are found in tropical and subtropical tide areas, includes estuaries and marine shorelines. The deltas of Ganga Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari and Kaveri are known for containing the mangrove forest. Which one of the following terms describes not only the physical space occupied by organism but also its functional role in the community of organism? And the correct option is ecological niche. So the term niche was first described by Greenley in 1917. Ecological niche is a term that describes the way of life of a species. Each species is thought to have a separate unique niche. The ecological niche describes how an organism or a population responds to a distribution of resources and its competitors. The ecological niche involves both the place where an organism lives and the role that organism does in that habitat. The three aspects of ecological niche can be designated as the spatial, then habitat niche, and the trophic niche, and the multidimensional or hypervolume niche. A niche is the sum of the habitat requirement that allows a species to persist and produce offsprings. The place where two major communities meet and blend together is called as ecotone. Consider the following: star tortoise, pygmy hawk, monitor lizard, spider monkey. Which above the following are naturally found in India? So the star tortoise is found in India, then monitor lizard also found in India. The pygmy hawk also found in India, but spider monkey does not found in India. So the answer will be option number A. Star tortoise is found in India in the dry and scrub forest. Okay, the star tortoise is a species especially found in dry as well as scrub forest. It is also found in Pakistan, then Sri Lanka. Pygmy hawk is an endangered species found in Assam. It is very important point. Only 150 animals are left now. That is 150 species of pygmy hawk are there only in total world. Monitor lizard is found in India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Thailand and Malaysia. But the spider monkey is inhabitant of tropical forest of Central and South America. Okay. So this spider monkey belongs to South America. They are not found in India. Which one of the following can be threat to the biodiversity of geographical area? Global warming, fragmentation of habitat, invasion of alien species, and the fourth is promotion of. The correct answer using codes given below. So the global warming is threat, then the fragmentation of habitat is also threat for the biodiversity, then the invasion of alien species is also a threat to biodiversity. But promotion of vegetarianism have no significance in the conservation of biodiversity. So the answer will be A, that is 1, 2 and 3. So habitat fragmentation is one of the primary reasons leading to an animal conflict. Common property resources like pastures, then village forest, which serve as a buffer between wildlife habitat and the agriculture, have been gradually encroached upon and converted into agriculture field and habitation. Due to this, the villages are brought into direct conflict with wild animals. Climate change on account of buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere leading to a global warming situation. But there's another significant threat: biodiversity, ecosystem, and the goods and services they provide. There are indications that the projected changes in temperature and CO2 concentration may alter the growth, then reproduction, and the host pathogen relationship in the plant as well as animals. So these are very important points for your exam. Among the major threats faced by native plant and animal species and their habitats, the one posed by the invasive alien species is truly scaring since it considered second only to the habitat loss. The major plant forest invasive species include Lantana camera, then Eupatorium glandulosum, then Parthenium, then Mimosa species, then Ecornia crassips, then Mecania species, then Ulex, Prosopis, Cytisus, then Euphorbia, etc. Alien aquatic weeds like water hyacinth and water lettuce are increasingly choking waterways and degrading freshwater ecosystem. Consider the following kinds of organisms: bacteria, fungi, flowering plants. Some species of which of the above kind of organism are employed as biopesticide. So the bacteria can be applied as biopesticide, then fungi also, then flowering plant also. The answer will be option number D. Microorganisms such as bacteria, virus, fungi along with the flowering plants are a biopesticide. Beetle and dragonfly are responsible to keep away aphid and mosquitoes. Bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis used to control butterfly caterpillar. Fungal biopesticides such as trichoderma is used to cure plant diseases. Natural pesticides such as neem, then chinaberry and the dairies are a plant that use as a pesticide. Consider the following: carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, oxides of sulfur. Oxides of sulfur. Which of the following is are emissions from coal combustion at thermal power plant? So carbon dioxide is emitted from the coal consumption, as well as oxides of nitrogen also there. Then oxides of sulfur also there. So answer will be D. Byproduct of thermal power plant operation need to be considered in both the design and operation. Waste heat due to the finite efficiency of the power cycle must be released to the atmosphere using a cooling tower or a river or a lake as a cooling medium. The gas from combustion of fossil fuel is discharged into the air. This contains a carbon dioxide and a water vapor as well as other substances such as the nitrogen, then nitrogen oxides, then sulfur oxides, fly ash, mercury, and traces of other metals. The Red Data book published by the International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, that is IUCN, contains a list of endemic plant and animal species present in the biodiversity hotspot, threatened plants and animal species, protected site for the conservation of nature and the natural resources in various countries. Is option number B, that is 2 only. That is, it includes the threatened plant and animal species only. So the Red Data book contains the list of species whose continued existence is threatened. Each Red Data book usually deals with specific group of animals and plants, for example reptile, insect and mosses. So if you like this video, do not forget to press like button. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.